Welcome back to Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and the untold stories behind the baseline. If you live for the fire, the battles, and the raw honesty of the sport, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the rush. Jannik Sinner's 2025 season has been nothing short of intense. Coming off a Wimbledon title where he dethroned Carlos Alcaraz in a thrilling final, the Italian has been balancing on the knife edge of greatness, reaching finals, pushing deep in tournaments, but also carrying the weight of expectations as the number 2 player in the world. Now, in Beijing, at the China Open, he faces a peculiar situation, his own body rebelling against him at the worst possible time. Sinner's path in Beijing looked strong on paper. He dispatched former Grand Slam champion Marin Cilic in straight sets, then fought off the relentless Alex de Minaur with his signature mix of heavy ground strokes and calculated aggression. But behind the scenes, the Italian wasn't feeling like himself. During his press conference after securing a spot in the final, Sinner revealed the truth. "I had diarrhea, I lost liquids. I had some tension, but now it's all good." It was a startling admission. Athletes often play through pain, but in tennis, where stamina, hydration, and recovery are everything, losing fluids in that way can be absolutely devastating. A single slip in energy levels could have spelled disaster against tough opponents. And yet, here he is, preparing for a final. If Sinner's half of the draw went to script, the other side was pure chaos. Lorenzo Musetti, one of the sport's rising stars, had to withdraw in the quarterfinals due to injury. Daniil Medvedev, the Russian Iron Man, made it to the semifinals but succumbed to severe cramps, unable to finish against the unseeded American, Learner Tien. Even Alexander Zverev and a handful of other contenders fell before the final stages, leaving fans stunned. Suddenly, the stage was set for something no one expected: Jannik Sinner versus Learner Tien in the China Open final. For those unfamiliar, Learner Tien is just 20 years old and has spent most of his career so far grinding through the Challenger Tour and early ATP rounds. Nobody had him penciled in for a Beijing final. But fate, or rather, opportunity, opened the door when 2 of his toughest opponents physically broke down mid-match. To his credit, Tien was still competitive, pushing both Musetti and Medvedev into deciding sets before they retired. But now, against Sinner, the question is whether the young American can rise to the occasion on his biggest stage yet, or whether Sinner's experience and firepower will crush the dream. It's rare for top players to speak so openly about illness during a tournament. Most keep things close to the chest, not wanting to give rivals any psychological advantage. But Sinner chose honesty. "I had to be careful. I wasn't feeling well. But now things are under control." The admission humanizes him. He's not just a machine ripping winners from the baseline. He's a 24-year-old trying to manage his body under enormous pressure. And fans love him even more for that vulnerability. Another fascinating subplot came when Sinner revealed that, despite dealing with his own health scare and the demands of tournament play, he's been keeping tabs on his greatest rival, Carlos Alcaraz. At his presser, he admitted, "I like watching tennis whenever I can. I watched Alcaraz in Tokyo. He's playing at a very high level." While Sinner was fighting in Beijing, Alcaraz was busy winning the Japan Open, defeating Taylor Fritz in the final to claim his 3rd consecutive title. The rivalry between these two is the heartbeat of men's tennis right now, and Sinner's awareness of Alcaraz's success adds fuel to the fire. Remember, since Wimbledon, Sinner has faced Alcaraz in 2 finals, at Cincinnati and the US Open. He lost both. The hunger to close that gap is what drives him, even as he chases glory in Beijing. The China Open final is now more than just a tennis match. It's a clash of narratives. Sinner, the proven star, carrying the scars of recent battles, overcoming illness, and trying to claim his first title since Wimbledon. Tien, the underdog, seizing the spotlight after surviving a bizarre run of retirements, now given the chance to shock the world. If Sinner wins, it will be a triumph of resilience, proof that even when the body falters, the mind can push through. If Tien pulls off the upset, it will go down as one of the most unlikely breakthroughs in ATP history. Make no mistake, this title matters. After Wimbledon, Sinner's year has been defined by near misses. He's reached finals, yes, but the Alcaraz factor has loomed large. A win here would reset his momentum, silence doubts, and give him confidence heading into the final stretch of the season. At the same time, the health scare raises bigger questions. Tennis is relentless. The calendar is unforgiving. And if Sinner's body is already showing cracks, managing recovery will be key to his longevity at the top. So here we are. Jannik Sinner, weakened but unbroken, staring down an unexpected opponent in Learner Tien. The drama of Beijing has given us injuries, retirements, chaos, and now, a final with everything on the line. Will Sinner overcome his own body to lift the trophy? Or will Tien, the underdog who wasn't supposed to be here, write the story of a lifetime? One thing's for sure, the China Open final will be unforgettable. You've been watching Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and the stories that go far beyond the baseline. If you love the intensity, the fire, and the human side of the sport, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with your final predictions, and join the rush. Until next time, stay tuned, and keep living the drama of the game.